Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where hopefully we're never going to have to fight on top of snow again. That's my most fervent wish at this moment. So, who still has turns left? Who still has stuff to do? Okay, you need to maybe level up a little bit. Alright, one turn until we're done recruiting. Are we going to be basically healed up at that point? Yeah, pretty much. Just the wizard's going to need a little bit of cover, but unfortunately, we don't have time to give it to him. I guess see if you can kill this guy.
I'll stalk him. Natural born
Okay.
survivor.
That is a real actual murder. A real actual murder perpetrated on a demon without even full points in assassinate. Well done. Okay, so we'll run through there and then we'll close it behind us next turn. Sounds great. Malgut's doing okay. Let's probably stay in here for one more turn, I guess.
Survivor of the flame trial.
Og's got to go close some stuff. I wish I knew exactly what it was he was doing with the 1500 gold that allows him to close those so easily. I mean, should we sit in ambush mode just outside the settlement, maybe? We might be able to bait them into doing something stupid. We can't see what their army composition is, so it's tough to know if it would be the right move. But gosh, they're able to bring a lot of troops, just like turn after turn after turn after turn.
Of the tribe.
Okay, are we still? Yes, we are still reading for allied units. Okay.
Keep moving. Or else.
Well, we got a portal back here that we ought to close. And hopefully we can make some decent money doing so. We have this portal that somebody's got to deal with. That somebody might be a new hire.
Survivor of the flame trial.
It can probably be Drolg. Probably. It's probably only going to take him 2 turns to get there. Yeah. That's the plan. If there ends up being an army, if an army ends up coming out of it, we'll just have to deal.
Slaughtermaster.
Alright, so Ivana of the Oblast here, obviously, has to get murdered, or alternatively, cannot be murdered.
I'll freeze off your fingers.
Did she really retreat so far away that I can't... Okay. That's super annoying. Then I guess I will march mode. Yeah, I can't believe she was allowed to retreat.
To no one.
She retreated 3 feet away, and then the game decided that this distance is coverable, but this one wouldn't be. I don't even know what to make of that. And the funny thing is, this camp is like pretty vulnerable. If she turns around, I think this camp will legitimately probably lose that battle.
Boss around next.
So I'm gonna put some bodies in the garrison. I guess actually, you know what?
More meat for my grind.
Let me let those be trappers, I suppose. But yeah, if she turns around, we're just in like a lot of danger here, but I don't have the option of not going full out for this thing. Oh, right. Heroes don't...
Firemouth sends us.
I always forget. Heroes do not spend all of their movement to close a portal.
Let's have a look.
Okay. So we definitely need to keep shutting stuff.
Churns and burns.
And the garrison lord who didn't move probably shouldn't move, so I think we're good here. Do not turn around and destroy my camp. She is absolutely going to do it. Okay, well, I mean... I guess I'm going to try. That's like a really annoying thing for her to do, and a really annoying thing for her to be able to do, and it's complete bullshit that we were not able to pursue that. Oh, right. I forgot camp battles are settlement battles. Oh, wait, do I get towers? Because if I get towers, this might be a little bit easier. That said, my troops are going to collapse as soon as there is any kind of contact between us and the enemy, so that's going to cause some problems. But who knows? Maybe we can actually hold this. Gosh, I sure hope we can actually hold this. It is some like hot actual bullshit, though. I'm really frustrated by the fact that we were not allowed to pursue that army. So... but we start with no supplies. Well...
I want more! The more calls!
Take it all!
They have no ranged units.
We's ogre mates!
I mean, do I want to fight them? Like... I guess we want to hold them up wherever we can.
Diamond! Aye!
Wherever we can hit them from both sides simultaneously, right? That said, given how these troops reacted to the last time we were fighting them, I'm assuming that they will turn out to be both invincible and completely immune to any kind of morale loss.
When do we eat?
Oh, cool. They have magic now, too.
Off we go!
We need to get to 500 supplies to be able to build a tower. 500 supplies plus 90 seconds or something, right?
The biggest boss!
I was trying to pause to issue orders by hitting space because I was just playing Train Valley 2 where that is how you pause. Alright, don't lead the charge immediately. Let's let the Noblars engage. We're gonna get magicked a little bit here. I think we've been pretty lucky on the magic in that it's
Let's go, Noblars!
it's mostly not hitting the right parts of the circle to do damage to us, which is a big deal.
Watch me go! Die!
Alright, that's a witch. A witch should not beat a tyrant in straight combat, I would think. Yeah, she's taking big damage there. Alright, do as much damage as you can during the charge window. Backing out of this is not probably possible. I mean, I'll say this. That spell's not doing very much damage, at least.
What's on the move? Stabber! Looking for grab! Going for it!
Don't let her get away. If we kill her, there's a small chance if we killed her that we could maybe actually do some morale damage here.
Tribe on the
My
move!
charge bonus has for sure worn off.
Rampage this way!
So we're gonna try to run around here and get a flank. Also, I'm just not paying attention on the tower front.
Thundering ball! On it!
Okay, 900 is a tier 2. We're only going to get one tower either way, so we may as well go hard here. Alright, I think that kill is actually going to happen. As far as killing the rest of their troops, though, I don't know. I assume this is, yeah, it's managed by that point.
Take it all!
Alright, disengage. Let's try to buy a second here. Get her. Bam. No, not quite lethal. Nope, never mind. It was lethal. It was just lethal with zero fanfare.
Doing it!
gonna buy time for the tower, basically.
Run for it!
Hungry! Dead, dead!
Alright, Sargard have no charge defense.
Worship my gut blade! Fine! Ogres!
Charge in, hit him a little bit, and then I kind of want to try to stay in place until the
Me the spoils!
until the wall would be up, though, and then try to back up.
Hungry! I'll go where I like!
I'll smell ya!
Rampage!
5 seconds. 5 seconds on the tower.
Boss! Time and moving! Rip out their
I guess actually what I got to try to do here is run behind.
throats. We go! Off we
Keep going.
Do what I say! Gonna crush up!
All right, tower. Get him. Okay, that's working.
Wait, ogre mates!
Cuts out, boys!
We're doing good damage to the dwarves. Unfortunately, this is the part where it's just like, it's over, right? The easy, the quote-unquote easy part is over.
I'll go myself! Win supper!
I ain't
Get him.
got bow!
Oh, I was trying to set up a,
Run for it!
trying to set up a decent charge here.
I'm on the move! Meal time! Ogre Diamond!
Stop up!
When do we end?
Yeah, we're gonna lose. My troops are gonna give up before the
The undefeated!
before the battle even has time to be decided based on actual melee competency.
Me! This way!
See if you can withdraw. Try to set up another charge.
Crush up!
But I definitely...
Time!
Okay, well, they're going to withdraw that way. That's not great.
Stopping!
Can you please fight inside the box?
Looking for grab! My command!
Stay on the weakest one. Come on, tower. I also need my troops to kind of get their shit back together. But between my lord and the tower, we're actually winning the fight. And every one of the tower volleys is doing actually like a pretty significant amount of damage.
Consider
Oh,
it
they're gonna break. They're gonna break. One more good tower shot in this state.
Aeon! The biggest boss!
Okay, I think we actually did it. Yep, it's the dwarf warriors who broke first because they're not real Kislevites since they don't have the complete immunity to the morale rules.
What more?
Okay, we did it. I was going to be very frustrated if we ended up losing that fight. The funny thing is, I feel like we didn't really do that much damage to their army, but they won't be able to attack us again this turn, and then next turn we'll have the new recruits. So hopefully they will at this point have to just fuck off. Or, I mean, there's a small enough number of troops left, and their lord's dead and everything. The army might just be deleted by that particular that failure, which would be lovely. What a wonderful outcome. First we're gonna beat it, then we're gonna eat it. Is not a... Iron Guts don't have access to the internet, and so they don't, you know, they don't understand. They don't understand how it sounds. That level 2 tower ended up being just absolutely tremendous. It is wild how long it takes to load out of these little battles. This is, I think, the biggest problem with the fact that the way the game manages higher campaign difficulty is by forcing you to fight battles manually all the time. Is that it takes so long to load into and out of the battles. If it was a thing you could do just like a snap each way, it wouldn't matter at all. But very much not that thing. So, it does seem like the Western Provinces' armies are maybe getting a little outmatched here. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that push. Like, falling back to the castles and sort of like recombining, getting ready for more cooperation seemed reasonable. Pushing forward with some of the armies, but having the other ones back up, I don't understand where that comes from at all. Absolutely not. $200 to go to war with somebody who is like next to my territory. A tiny little lizard man army is going to be running around inside my capital region forever because they literally can't get out. And I don't have time to deal with them. We have so much stuff happening on absolutely every front. All right, the demon agents are flowing forth, which is kind of a good sign because it means we probably have a couple of turns before we have to deal with any armies flowing forth. The Glothal Brood is... I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing. I would really, really like to have had time to kill them. Okay. And demons and rebels are harassing the Orthodoxy. Visenland has been invited to a war against us. They don't have any idea who we are, so...
I bleed.
All right. Don't believe there's anything to do except go for it. We have 200 meat, which is not the amount that I would like to have, but now is when we gotta go. And I think we gotta go to the Blood God's domain, right? Secure the weapons for fighting Cathay and stuff.
The Blood God's domain. Upon its blood-strewn ground, armies of demons clash in gladiatorial contests of unending slaughter. Battle through this cauldron of war and reach the Brass Citadel. There you will find the Gatekeeper, the favored demon Prince of Khorne. Kill him to claim his soul.
I think our updated army composition is going to be very, very good here.
You looked at me with eyes of hatred and rage. And now...
All right. Khorne will not let you approach the Brass Citadel unless he believes you worthy of his attention, which is to say we have a murder meter. We must fill the murder meter. Throughout his fiery realm, you'll find legendary weapons forged for Khorne's use. The first champions to find them may wield them in battles to come, both here and on the mortal plane. This is kind of misleading. It makes it sound like the character who picks up the weapon has to use it. That's not at all the case. So we are going to grab some of these legendary weapons and pass them over to our friends back home.
Gracious, the shockingly obese.
All right, nothing for it. Let's all have fun on Battle World. Okay, Malgut has taken a fair amount of healing here.
Keep your
I'm going to go ahead and try to bait one of their armies into a foolish maneuver.
tyrant of
Can you make it? You cannot quite. All right. Well, there's no reason to march because you can't interact with the thing while marching anyway.
move. Don't argue.
Also, you would hit the battlefield tired, which obviously is not optimal. Okay, so that one's going to get closed soon. I'd really like to take another turn before closing this if I can. Maybe the move is to go all the way to Carrick Vrag and just take one good Right, because an army's not going to come through that this turn. Maybe we should sit in... Well, Gorger Rock has an 18-unit garrison, though. Mount Crag is the one that's really in danger if an army comes through. I'm going to go all the way to Carrickfrag. Both for the greater amount of replenishment and so that we're potentially in position to threaten Pincheye if that's a thing that needs to happen.
Tyrant of the tribe.
He'll at least think close, think twice before hitting the camp, probably. Probably.
Follow the prey.
Right, definitely go shut this behind us. Og can close this one before it becomes a problem.
I adore it.
Oh, right. I gotta remember to
Favor of the
actually use their movement afterward. I think I just want to go back the way I came.
time to move.
You probably also pretty much want to go back where you came. Like, we gotta keep an eye on, yeah, this kind of nonsense. Alright, Granite Spikes is upgrading as quickly as it can, which is very important.
Off we go.
Drolg may be able to get to that next turn, hopefully.
This place is corrupt.
Ooh, we finished the Iron Gut building. Very, very good news there.
Of the tribe.
Mount Thug could... So we could... Where do we want to take our upgrades? Because we don't have a ton of money to work with right now. Karak Krakatan is probably pretty high priority. If we upgrade this, it's... After bonuses, it's like $80 a turn, and it's extra ivory, which is going to increase the value of our trade resources, or our trade deals. Whereas this doesn't actually add units to the garrison, but it does dramatically improve the units that are in the garrison. 2 units of Noblars turn straight up into 2 units of ogres. I'm going to go for the money. Because how good the units are isn't going to factor into the AI's decision-making about charging us, I don't think. It sure seems like they just go after, you know, they're pursuing the numbers. So...
This land's tainted.
Alright, I'm going to put up at the Eagle Areas the most basic defenses. We're going to at least make it a little bit difficult for enemies to mess with us. And apparently there's a caravan right here that I really wish I had time to harass. Sure would be nice. Yeah, not too happy about this. They did lose the first battle, though. I think they really are running around with, like, extremely underdeveloped armies. Okay, well. Overextended against... the western provinces overextended, and then the northern provinces overextended to counter, and the northern provinces did it even harder, it seems like, so... Kind of hard to believe. I love the fact that that demon's name is Goraimon. You know, the huge scary cat demon. Just hanging out next to a bus stop, and it's raining blood. Okay, good. Our enemies are losing their trade caravans all over the place. Join your war against Ostland. I cannot imagine Ostland ever actually managing to attack us, but I've said that about a lot of enemies. I just don't... 600's not worth the extra problems that might come about. Alright, Jufbar still has no troops at all, which is something I'm pretty happy to see. I do wish that I felt like the orcs were actually going to finish the job. Oh, I hate this army. We came out of the portal right next to this. What a fucking nightmare. Dragon ogres and Shaggoths and Saurus spears. They're all so tough. Why do they need to be so tough? Oh, those are three bronze ranks. We should give the plus leadership flag to one of the low-level units. They're more likely to need it. And I guess the question, do we take the feast? It's just speed and charge bonus here, and this one's mostly going to be us playing defense. I think we don't. I think we don't spend it. So, the good news is, Greasus should be very good at fighting dragon ogres. But his defensive stats aren't super awesome. In addition, Saurus Spears are extremely tough. They are unbelievably tough heavy infantry, but they're really not well matched against something like an Iron Blaster. So hopefully we can do a fair amount of damage as they approach. They are matched against basically anything you can put them into melee with, unfortunately. Well, I say that. No, you know what? I was gonna say, but I bet the Hunter will do okay. But no, these are spear troops. They are gonna have a significant bonus versus large, and they have, I think, like close to 100 armor. The very high HP per body count here is going to make it tough for our wizard to do much with his direct damage spells too. So we're definitely going to want to stick to buffs as much as possible. This battlefield rules, though. So I think I want to be like over here. I don't want to be fighting in this lowland area.
Take it all.
Let's pull the Iron Blasters. We're gonna like move the whole army to the side here. So we're not really setting up. We're just gathering. Okay. So you two should... I mean, you don't have to get fancy with it. Just... yeah, just somewhere where you will have enough range to shoot. The guns can get over here. And then the rest of the ogres are just standing by. We'll put Greasus like really on the edge. I want Greasus to be able to just run up the side of the enemy formation if possible. And we'll keep the fire belly close to the massive stuff so that he can be defended.
Up an appetite, boys.
Some good news
Time to face
here is that this enemy army has no magic and no ranged or anything. They have no trickery to pull. And now that we have magic, we can actually take advantage of the Cataclysm spells, which is the thing we were sadly lacking capability on before. Another thing that's actually really good about this is that the Shaggoths are much faster than the Sauruses are. So we may get this army sort of like spreading itself out and hitting us in 2 waves. What do you do? Okay, yeah, just find a place to shoot. They don't have units of spears as like gathered up as I would like. So I don't really want my Iron Blasters shooting at the Shaggoths. I think that's a waste. I'm going to put them both in guard mode. But the problem with guard mode is that it doesn't make them not move initially to launch, to like start attacking. And sometimes you issue an order and they just decide to do something that's really wild and unpredictable. Okay, so the enemy is trying to pull off something here. They're trying to go around us. We will not allow this. I'm going to keep Greasus here rather than trying to run across to hit those dragon ogres, because we got dragon ogres on this side too. If you're unfamiliar with your Warhams and you don't know what a dragon ogre is, it's one of those. It's not a dragon, and it's not an ogre, and it's magically filled with lightning, and it's the size of a building, and It's going to be a little unpleasant. It's going to hurt us an amount. All right, we are definitely throwing up an overcasted flaming sword on my shooters once they start shooting. So stay close, I guess.
The hold, master! Immolation! Incineration!
Trying to ground cast here. There we go. It's easier if you hold the button that does that instead of other buttons. There we go. Okay. So these things are fairly heavily armored, very, very good at piercing armor. So we're going to have a hard time remaining safe from them. What's their charge bonus like? 32? It's pretty significant. God, there are so many fucking, like... There are so many absolutely top-tier problems here. Just, like, the most difficult situation. The Noblars are going to do a terrible job of fighting everything in this battle. I'm going to have the Spear Noblars try to bind up the Saurus Spears as best we can here. That was a pretty good opening volley, but you do need to focus on the one that's coming right at you. And Greasus is going to have to kind of go generally this way. 66 speed. Okay, so our enemies are faster than my Iron Blasters, which means these units probably have to end up over here. This wasn't exactly how I was hoping to use them, but I think this is the situation we're in. And I'm going to try to reserve the... Geez, what are they called? The Gorgers. I'm going to try to reserve the Gorgers until the Sauruses actually show up, if that's at all possible. Well, Cascading Fire Cloak, whichever unit they actually jump on. Alright, Iron Blasters are getting something done. So it looks like it's... I think this unit has taken... This unit took the brunt of the charge, but they're not actually in contact with that unit very much. Yeah, I really want to charge one of these. I'm going to have you change targets because we have a better grouping over here. Yeah, keep firing there, I guess. I don't know that I think that these, I don't know that I think that these Noblars are going to get anything accomplished at all. Shaggoth really, really wants a piece of the hunter. Alright, you have got to run in over here. We can get a little bit closer before we fire this off. I'm going to nuke the stats of one of the Shaggoths that's in here. I will say I really appreciate the fact that the with single body units, you at least the flag is where it's supposed to be. You know, that's thank heavens for small favors, I guess. So requires line of sight to the target, doesn't do a huge amount of damage. It is an explosion, so ideally we would cast it. We probably want to save our fire breath for Sauruses. So like I want to cast spells because I want to get Storm of Renewal up. Flamestorm feels like a total waste, though. Yeah, let's try running over here and dumping a fireball into the normal dragon ogres, or maybe a fireball into these dragon ogres even. Yeah, let's hope, right? get in as close as possible. Fire the buff. That did some damage.
Survivor of fire!
Get this way. I want you out of the way. And they've made no attempt to just push the Iron Blasters, which is something I was definitely worried about. So you can see these things have like melee defense that is pretty low. Their basic melee attack is pretty low. The Shaggoths are a different story, and they're going to be hard to deal with. But overall, this could be a lot worse. I'm going to rotate him around here. We're going to try to catch some fire breath shots.
Good man! Iron Guts!
I don't know if these Iron Guts have good contact where they're at.
Spreading fire!
Cast and run. Okay, that's something.
I seek challenge!
Don't forget the run part of cast and run. Okay, so we have a pretty dense group of enemies here. Like, this might be a good place to do a burning head or something. We could cut the burning head across like that and catch that unit as well. Though, ooh, those man-eaters are getting fucked up. Do I not have... I don't have the ability to overcast this. Well, still, I think this is pretty good, and it's not going to hit very many of my units. I need this unit to get out of here if we can. Melee focus and try to buy some space for them. No, you two, melee focus. Alright, let's try to... well, you know what? Their infantry lord did just wander into the middle of the fight. If we can get a little bit of damage onto him, that's probably pretty powerful. Yeah, let's try to stay focused on the ones that are most in the combat right now. And I might want these ogres to pull back the Iron Bellies. I'm gonna issue them a charge order over here. Basically, I just want them to disengage and then re-engage after these guys have been added to the pile. These Iron Guts could probably also disengage and maybe come around the other side. Try that. Alright, let's see. It's doing some okay work. Alright, Storm of Renewal. Could really use a little bit of renewal right now, y'all. .8 heal per second for... it actually doesn't say how long. Alright, well, I'll take it. That's pretty good. So it does seem like they've they sort of refigured their move here. Well, some of the sources came around in a weird way.
Off we go! If I got a...
Okay, for that long.
Find a meal! Looking for me! Here we go! Man-eater pistol!
Yo, that spell is very good for us right now.
The fatties!
Let's just nuke the stats of the healthiest enemy. And here's a problem. They don't have very much health left. I would love it if this did not happen, you know? My Noblars are not going to be able to contribute meaningfully, I don't think. We'll run them forward, but... yeah, let's try it like that. Those Iron Guts are getting carved up pretty bad. Oh no, the spell!
Fire is
Also, that unit's life. But oh no, the spell.
flaming footsteps. Volcano's mine.
Flame Incarnate. Somebody. Oh boy, we don't really have anybody free to save him. Shoot. Oh, this is a good time for an overcasted one of these. Just hit all of my units. Roughly, yeah, approximately all of my units can get the massive bonus weapon damage. Oof, yeah, these iron guts are getting shredded. There are lots of opportunities here to take a full heal. This is exactly what the Gorgers are supposed to be for. I'm gonna level with you. I forgot they were over here. But this is perfect for them. So let's see if we can pull y'all back a little bit. Trying my hardest to disengage. He's at least taking some good melee deflection damage. Okay. Pretty good stuff.
His life. Find a meal.
Did you know spellcasting is pretty fucking good in combat? It's true, it turns out. So we're doing a pretty okay job. Definitely stand your ground. Everybody stand your ground. Stay in on this Shaggoth. The Hunter is really not taking any damage, but he's not been able to hit their Lord at all either. And I think the best thing we could do with him right now is just have him stay over here and keep feasting. May as well replenish a little bit of his vigor. And then let's retarget these things for the moment. They can add some chaos. Actually, you know what? I know Dragon Ogres are not an ideal target for this thing, but those Dragon Ogres are pretty low on health. Actually, come over here and help with this. This unit of Dragon Ogres needs to be actually dead.
Get it done. Iron guts. Thundering foam.
Ooh, I don't love that move.
When do we eat? Greatest Goldtooth.
Just stay on the Dragon Ogres. Do your level best.
Man-eater pistols.
Okay, the Man-Eater's gotten to melee, which is not awesome. Oh, are we seeing a morale cascade? I think we are. Ooh, that got a little ugly, huh? That Cataclysm spell was phenomenal for us. That was absolutely huge. There's literally no spell that would have been better in that position. Only 11 kills for Greasus, but every one of them was a Dragon Ogre, and I think that counts for something. So, like I said, we're going to get a fair number of opportunities here for full heals. So really, like, it's very important that units survive, even if they're horribly damaged like this, because anybody who's alive is not requiring me to replace them by spending several turns sitting still. I have no idea how much this is going to fill up our blood bar. I don't remember the mechanics of this from when we were playing demons. It's not entirely impossible that it fills based on total number of kills, like number of enemy bodies dropped, in which case this is a pretty bad battle for that, because it's a lot of low body units. But also it might just be like, you win the battle. It might be based on the amount of, like, the HP of damage that you do. Ooh. So that's a fair amount of meat. That's a fair amount of money. I think we need the money. We need a lot of money right now. And we're still paying to close portals and stuff. Okay, we definitely need to do something about all these damn corruption agents running around in our stuff. Really, really glad that wound didn't work. Okay. The army of Burundan Stoneheart is no more. That's fine by me. That works out quite well. That is gonna, yes. Thank you. Get us immortality. Gosh, we sure did not get much blood. Okay, so fighting that army was worth very little strategically on account of it didn't get us any closer to one of the weapons. We came in a bad portal. We have been joined by the Cornate faction. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we need to go through this army to get to the weapon that we want, and incidentally the full heal, which is at the weapon. So seems very bad though. That's a lot of dragons. The thing is, I just don't want to fight all those dragons. I'm not actually all that worried about the forest spirits. The dryads should be pretty limited danger. It's a lot of fucking dragons, y'all. We might be able to just take them, and if we can take them, we can get the full heal right now. Fuck it. I was thinking about like doing some version of partway move and then hold position and in encampment mode and try to get a little healing done, but fuck it. If I take the auto resolve here, it is going to kill. Okay, I was gonna say if it just kills Noblars, we will accept it. But if it's gonna kill man-eater pistols, we can't allow that. And I think I'm gonna just not spend any meat then. The benefits we get from the meat are too small, and especially with so much of this army being devoted to shooting now. And it may well come down to every last bit of it here, as it did the last couple of times we were in the Demon Realm. We prepared better this time, but I gotta tell you, so much pressure is off now that the wizard is properly immortal. I was very, very concerned during that last battle. Yeah, if we can win this, push through them, claim the legendary weapon, and get the full heal for this army, I feel like we're going to be in really good shape. And then it's just a matter of running around and murdering. Trying to jump the Cornate army is probably a good idea if we can pull this off, because just getting kills fills the bar. It doesn't have to be kills on units that are native to the battle world. So we can simultaneously make life worse for an opponent and also I guess that's fine. But we can simultaneously make things worse for an opponent and actually be filling the bar. I think I like this big patch of open ground here as a way to make the opponent approach us. All right, guns. I'm gonna put the Iron Guts a little bit more forward this time. The death of Noblars is like completely irrelevant, since we only have to stand still for one turn to rehire.
Priest of the volcano!
Who's that? Oh, the Gorgers. You know what? I don't really know what to do with you. Actually, be here. Because if any of the tree spirit units get in on us, we can...
I think I can...
You're on the wrong side of the fucking world there, friends.
Surprise of their lives.
You're fast.
Hunting!
Run over there and call their attention to the fact that we are on this side of the battlefield. I think there's a good chance that they literally don't know where I am right now.
Following the scent.
But they will soon.
Shrewd! Nothing can escape!
I mean, we could relocate to here and fight them across this open ground. Actually, that's fine. Oh, never mind. They're
Moving.
coming. Maybe? Maybe they're just repositioning. Yeah, the dragons aren't actually flying. Okay. We'll just set up over here then. I do this is worse for the Gorgers. The Gorgers definitely have like no role to play now. Let's run them all the way to the trees over here and we'll see what happens.
Scourge a beast. The hunt continues.
It does look like they're totally just going to let me reposition how I want to. Oh. Yeah, they're just... I can't... What are they doing? Are they playing keep away? I mean, in theory, I have to go to them. But, like, obviously, all we have to do is move our iron blasters just barely in range of their troops and start hammering. Which I guess we'll do. We're having that thing again where one of them is just like turning erratically instead of doing the job. I think the problem might be that they're not supposed to actually stand this close together.
Off we go.
Let's manually give them a little bit more spacing. Is that good enough? Are you allowed to shoot from there? Do we need to move further forward? Okay.
Ogres. When supper.
I'm trying to... Why will it not...
Take it all.
There's a way to command units to move forward while maintaining their formation, and they are just not interested in doing it right now. No. You have orders. Follow your orders.
Find a meal.
Okay, they're just going to let us get a bunch of free kills, and then they're going to come to us.
Where's me master?
It's fine by me.
Where's the meat? This way. I seek prey. Scouting. All shall burn.
Okay, just be kind of nearby. Honestly, maybe like closer to the trees. More able to flee, if that's what it comes to. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll do this till I run out of ammo if they'll let me. We're not getting great damage. I don't have strong feelings about their melee, really, and like our iron blasters are not well kitted to shoot down dragons. We just need to do something to compel them to come forward. I can't tell if that's what they're doing or if they are actually just trying to like play keep away again. The crazy thing is, like, this stand back and make you come to us strategy doesn't work when you're all melee. Like, there's no benefit to this for them. They're just letting me... We have infinite magic. Jeez. They do have spells too, though, so they're actually getting to cast a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. Now the battle's going to start. So we just need Greases to get in on a dragon. Unfortunately, that's a little trickier than I would like because we can't guarantee that the dragons will be on the ground anywhere near him ever. They may just fly over him and do very annoying things like that.
The tracker.
Alright. Big throw at the forwardmost dragon.
looking for it.
That was almost damage.
Finding the trail.
Okay, so is this a single target? It is a single target spell. 22% physical resistance, all of the melee attack. Who do I want to put it on? Greasus is already a good enough fighter. I guess the answer is this unit of Iron Guts. And then have them play a more prominent role in the immediate forward part of the battle. Have Greasus start to move forward. We'll have you... yeah, kind of fall back here. And the dragons are close enough. So we just pick one and try to annihilate it. It really doesn't matter. I guess, yeah, just start on the edge. Oh, I'm not allowed to cast over the bit of unpathable ground here. Even though there's absolutely no reason that my spell casting should be affected by it. That's really shitty. Well, I can get all of the man-eaters and also one of these units, I guess.
Iron God! The more I choose here.
Yeah, I'm not going for it.
Master moving. Devour.
Okay, my hope was that they would see him being out by himself as an opportunity to just have at him. Strigan's only got 38 melee defense. Honestly, I'm not sure this is even that big of a deal. Melee mode, chargy, go forth and kill. Let's throw a quick cascading fire cloak on our Noblars here. Yeah, you turn around and do that. A little worried about this. Does it make sense? Probably not. It probably does not make sense to commit Iron Guts to fighting these dragons, especially not the damaged Iron Guts. Let's have them run around and they can just fight some dryads. That'll probably be fine.
Looking for mate.
Why am I not allowed to tell you to attack anything?
Keep them alive.
Alright. Yeah, some of these are like, they're like fake on the ground. Officially they're on the ground, but I'm not allowed to target them. Alright, I'm going to bring the Gorgers out. I guess bringing the Gorgers out to fight the infantry is really the thing we should be doing. Y'all just fight dryads. Y'all just fight dryads. Iron Guts should beat dryads straight up, like very easily. The monstrous treekin over here are the ones that are a little bit more worrying. But obviously they're a real secondary concern. Stand your ground, friends. Yeah, these dragons don't actually have like defenses. And they are going to get thoroughly embarrassed if they have to stay in melee. Now, as you might imagine, most of these units have weakness to fire. So I'm trying to be judicious with the use of my spells, but our spells can do a lot of good work here. I'm also a little nervous because I don't want to commit the wizard until after the dragons are all sort of like down and on their targets, because the dragons could really ruin his day pretty badly. All right, are you allowed to attack that one yet? No. I'm having a hard time even selecting him. Okay, these ones are on the ground enough to be selected as targets now. I think I'm going to try to separate the shooters out here. You're going to have to run down. As many of the shooters as we can get out of melee range, we need to do that. I didn't really do anything. Let's cast... I mean, this seems like a pretty good burning head, right? Just right up there. It's going to clip my own unit, but honestly, I don't think it's even going to clip them that badly. Yeah, all right, we've almost killed all their dragons already. These dragons are they're very glass cannon. You know, you gotta use them right, and the enemy is not doing that. haven't bothered. Ooh, Storm of Renewal. Let's perhaps like this. Yeah, we didn't get a very clean hit there.
Manning the pistols! Dinner! Master Seeker!
We've done a good enough job. The dragon's properly broken.
Hunt 'em down!
Well, I guess you have to focus on this one now. Apologies.
Bring us meat!
Okay, so they've got the treekin into battle now, which is a danger for sure.
Fire belly moving!
These treekin are way more capable of dealing damage than the dryads. But we can overcast some fire damage onto our units again here. I'd love to get... Yeah, okay, that's everybody. So Greasus has broken those enemies. I think we probably just hold over here, like the Gorgers plus the Iron Guts. Maybe. I'm actually gonna run this way. We'll cast this spell, but I think I'm gonna try to involve the wizard a little bit in the combat over here. All right, turn and fire at the treekin. Those of you who are not directly engaged in melee. And I think there's a good like. This thing can just kill these dryads, right? I'm a little worried about this dragon and all of its health. Force a surrender onto that dragon so you can turn around and help with this one.
Greasus!
Greasus needs to turn around and start focusing on the enemy's lord. Come on, get him.
The strongest! The fattest!
Buffs for y'all before I leave. We should probably turn some of these guns around and have them just focus on the low health dragons, because we don't need to be letting dragons at this amount of health continue breathing fire on us, right? That's very silly. They could be dealt with.
Call me over tyrant!
He's trying. He's doing it. I think he can definitely kill their lord pretty quickly.
Ogres! Alright!
Alright. Melee mode off. Okay. That could have been cleaner, but we got there. We got there without losing any units, I think. One of the Noblar units is, like, absurdly low. Yeah, those units might not exist after the battle. Dragons are tough. Dragons are tough because they can just shoot their breath weapon from the air 3 times per battle each, I believe. So if they're just doing that like cycle land and then take off and land and take off thing, it's very easy for your units to sort of like lose track of them, and you have to spend a lot of player mind time just making sure your units are engaged and are staying engaged. And then you're taking damage from the breaths constantly, and some armies really can't do very much about that, and you just kind of have to wait for them to re-engage. We were suffering from a little bit of that just because the dragons were like taking turns cycle charging us. But on the whole, I would much rather fight this army than the dragon ogre army that we just fought, like any day of the week. All right, 1990. Yeah, we'll take the money. Okay, cool. And that completely removed them instead of having them back off.
Gracious, the shockingly obese.
Alright, so we've got Scar's Kraken Killer. Melee attack up. Ooh. Yeah, pretty good.
Pick it!
And also a full heal. Oh, I thought they had only raised the level cap to 50 for Legends. I guess it's the case for everybody? Well, then I guess we're getting larger gut plate. We are going to be out of useful skill points to take on him very quickly. I'll cap this off. Oh, it actually equipped it on him. I don't... No, thank you. He has a good weapon. No, why would that be... Category. The Scepter of Titans. He's using the Scepter of Titans. Okay, let's flip through our other armies. Honestly, I think Malgut is probably getting the Kraken Killer. Yeah, feel pretty good about that. We have some decent armor, but he's wearing decent armor. This Mastodon armor is pretty solid. Yeah, you know what? The Talisman. We've definitely pulled better talismans. Okay, he's gonna be a real nightmare in combat. And our units have now healed to full. I think I'm just gonna keep doing this because, like, it doesn't hurt us at all for it to not work, and then the turn that it does work, it's gonna make everything so much better.
Find me loot.
All right, let's close this. Pyrrhic victory. How Pyrrhic? Oh, you know what? That's not even that bad. What if we feast first? A different unit of goblins dies. Sure.
We're going conquering.
Let's take the money.
Meat on 'em.
You know, it's good for you to suffer some casualties. It turns out, for some reason.
No time for supper.
You know what? I probably shouldn't. Let's go back this way. I was thinking about pushing down there and just killing the tiny lizard man army, but we should probably do this.
Ogre tyrant.
Nope, not you.
In charge.
I'm clicking directly on this hero's symbol.
Survivor of the flame trial.
Okay, here's hoping that no army comes through that on this coming turn. Grog definitely needs to prioritize this.
Boys.
But if we have no meat, nobody dies? Okay.
I expect many.
Perfectly sensible.
Ogre slew a master.
The auto resolve it's a mystery. You know, it is an eternal mystery.
As new mourn.
Oh wait, sorry. Targog has level ups to spend. So you need a couple more points towards snacks, because snacks is awesome. You should probably get the Flaming Sword of Ruin now that there are guns in your army. Well, I guess they're not really... maybe it's not that important. So, is there another... Oh, there's that. I didn't realize that there was a, There's a portal in a position we're really not prepared to deal with one. Okay, Grog's gonna have to move that way. We definitely have to take this turn to replenish, but then, yeah, we got to move fast in that direction. And Og has nothing really to do except come back to the front. So we still have a couple of portals as yet undealt with, but honestly, we did a much better job closing things up this time than we had last time. And we have a lot of money now, too, which is pretty good. Let's... I guess control and corruption down. We have a lot of corruption problems periodically. Yeah, that seems fine. And then, like, Grimtop pursuing this also seems fine.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Mount Thug needs to get upgraded. Shambletown, I'm not super concerned with upgrading. Let's make sure the money's not better put to use somewhere else, right?
Ogre tyrant. Ogre tyrant.
Okay, nothing terribly important can be done at those. Granite Spikes is very poor at growing.
This place is corrupted.
Here in the Sky Monolith, I guess let's level up Blood Peak so we can level up the control building. Titan's Notch is in a position where it is still theoretically possible it might become a front, so I guess we'll do that.
Ogre Slaughter Master.
Eagle Aries definitely needs to be leveled up. Gorger Rock should probably have its... Yeah, that stuff all needs to be done. Mount Crag is going to need defensive buildings too, so it needs a level up. Carrick Vrag should also have a garrison, but we don't have the money to start it. This is less important than that. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're not doing this. So, yeah. Okay, hopefully another 2 portals close next turn. That would be really nice. Oh. Is it time? Are they falling for it? Nope. Total fake out. Teleport the camera over here. What if instead of that, an agent moved in the middle of nowhere? What a weird thing. Okay, please tell me you're all falling back together. Nope. Okay, well, 2 of them are pushing forward together at least. That's coordination. That's a form of coordination. Hooray! One of my allies actually did something. Granted, that was not exactly like a critically important military target, but it's something. Okay, and it seems like Clan Rictus is starting to get their numbers together a little bit. Nope. Everybody wants me to go to war with more ogres. We are done fighting ogres. We have other problems. Oh, interesting. The Great Orthodoxy has followed us into the Blood God's domain. We're not going to do any more play here, but I just want to see... Where did they... Okay, Costalton came in right there.
Unhand the Supreme Patriarch!
My army's at full health and his army isn't.
Hungry. Someone bring me
And he's on the side of the field where he will be a problem for us eventually. So maybe we just need to wipe him out? I think that's probably the case. Also, I saw this as we were just scrolling past. No, not you. Drolg. Yeah, a whole army just came through there, like 2 turns after the heroes spawned. So Targog does have to go. Ugh, very annoying. We're gonna lose a city to that for sure. Possibly the Great Hall. It's a pretty big army. Grimtop doesn't have its defenses up yet, though. He'll probably go to Grimtop. I guess as far as cities to lose, that one's the least painful. So does that mean... Yes, this also spawned a big army. The Sky Monolith is not defended very well. Ugh, this sucks. This sucks a lot. How's Grog's army? They really need a little bit more rest is the answer to that question. Well, at least the Chaos Corruption isn't so bad here that we're going to be taking attrition by moving. But yeah, we need another turn to sit down. Okay, well, super fast spawn giant armies. Not great. Not great for me. That is all the time we have time for. That's all that we have time for. Outros. For today, though, thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I think we're just going to shove Gestalton's head entirely all the way up his ass. And Khorne will probably appreciate it a great deal. So it's really a win-win for us. And we'll see you then.